Anthony Martial, fresh from scoring his 50th Premier League goal on
force, but I just think his overall game is so good. And
the result in the bag, get back into fourth.
Okay,
significantly their opponents, as Jake's just mentioned, Cryßtal Palace. There are 2 alterations for Manchester, and it's a night where Manchester United continue their fight for a place in form man. Anthony Martial, part of their group. So the team's just about out. The away strike who scored in the last 5 games for Cryßtal Palace. Hodgson is still competing at the very top level. Solskjaer appeared by taking a knee, and we're underway here. It's that late goal scored by Southampton in the
No, that was a big blow for them, wasn't it? They've been playing exceedingly.
McCarthy with the ball in, and Lindelof there to Defendovich. First chance here for Zaha to have a run, and it's the first good save as well from David De Gea. Really got a hold of that, Wilfried Zaha, with plenty of pace and curl on the ball. And Cryßtal Palace. And McTominay with
counter-attack that Palace sort of were trying to put together there, and Zaha, for me, early in the game, go on the outside. You know, you're going to get a corner. You're going to get fouled. But
Zaha is looking to get the ball down, and then coming in Van Aanholt, and it was an important block in there by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Victor Lindelof there just ahead of Al. He needs support in the penalty. It's an attacking position for Rashford. Wan-Bissaka with the cross. Peter out, will he?
No, without any shadow of doubt. And they're professional.
It's in towards Maguire.
I was just going to say, Darren, I was a bit disappointed.
And Rashford. It's a good one in towards Maguire, who was higher than Sacco. Unfortunately for Manchester United, the ball was higher than the crossbar.
That was
by Bruno Fernandes, but straight at Ward, and then Bruno Fernandes floating one in here towards Rashford. Ward defended it. Midway point to the first half, which is becoming more and more of a tactical break with every game that you see. Not necessarily sure there's been enough running out there to necessitate a drink at this stage. And he was just asking a little bit too much there of Joel Ward, the right back.
It was actually, but it was the right effort. It was the right ball that was on.
One side or the other to Wan-Bissaka, and then he can't. Scott Dan stayed forward. He's the target. Glances the header on, and despite
actually win the header, and very difficult for Zaha there to get any power. Maybe a little
headed away by Lindelof, and then McTominay has fouled the Cryßtal Palace leading scorer Jordan. Andros Townsend with a free kick here for Cryßtal Palace. Wan-Bissaka's coming in at the far post. It's a chance for Wan-Bissaka. Alan Rashford. A free kick that's taken by Bruno Fernandes. So and Maguire's taken a knock here. I saw Eric Bailly, who's among the substitutes tonight. Still going here, Wan-Bissaka, and the decision of the referee at the moment is goal kick. I don't think he was quite sure there, was he, Graham Scott?
I think he decides to get in that.
Here's Paul Pogba looking to tee up Greenwood, and thumped away at the back for Cryßtal Palace by Scott Dan. That was a little bit more intricate from Fernandes and Martial, and Rashford up there with him. Ward with a sliding challenge. And it was enough in the end to get it. Looking to tee somebody up, and Greenwood was the player that he found. And he's usually so more incisive and clinical when he finds himself in that kind of position.
I'm surprised, Darren.
Still operating through the middle for Palace. Sloppy from Lindelof. Good save by David De Gea. In fairness, the shot from Ayew was straight at the Spanish international, but it needed saving all the same. But it came about from a sloppy clearance there from Victor Lindelof. Hits it straight at Mason. Martial. Foul by Bruno Fernandes with the shot. He can have a go at Lindelof. He's still going here, Zaha. Lindelof gets the challenge in. Referee has a look and says no foul. And Manchester United carry on. And Zaha was
constantly.
Rashford looking to be the provider. Patrick Van Aanholt. MacArthur. Defender.
С вами сотню-другую секунд за развитием событий. Фернандеш отдает вперед. Мяч ложится прямо на ноги Решфорду. И в добавленное время Маркус отличается. Сами фактически кройдонцы не просто привезли себе гол. Упаковали, повесили бантик, позвонили в дверь Маркуса Решфорда. И когда тот открыл, просто положили ему на руки, погладив по юной голове. 46-я минута, и Маркус Решфорд открывает счет в противостоянии с Сипалом.
It's Luka Milivojevic with a lot of curl. David De Gea, I think he always had it covered, but he had a lot of ground to make up to with his 22nd goal of the season, brilliantly taken towards half-time. The second half, that's your point, isn't it, Glenn? You made that to me at half-time, that you thought that was the... And Manchester United leading the match with the Marcus Rashford goal, scored a couple. Fernandes with the free kick, which comes off a Cryßtal Palace head. Recent rhythm, Glenn, before the half-time whistle.
Yeah, I said it just before.
Managed to find a bit of space, and the ricochet got it through to Zaha and Linda. And Maguire's been a big danger from these so far tonight, but that's much flatter. McTominay to Pogba. Bruno Fernandes, who has the licence to roam in the Manchester United team. Second field to Pogba. That would have been a wonderful. Holt's made a good run. Zaha goes himself. Maguire with the defensive block. So Zaha against Wan-Bissaka. Shoots, chance goal. Are you coming in at the far post for his 10th goal of the season? And a man who scored at Old Trafford in the corresponding fixture in August for offside. So there is confirmation that he's only an inch or two, but it really does matter in the Premier League in Cryßtal Palace. Here's Pogba with the shot, which he by Pogba to play it straight to McCarthy. Here's Zaha, and that was a really important tackle. And Joel Ward there to win it for Cryßtal weekend in the FA Cup. Here's the shot, which is saved by David De Gea. That came in with real power from James McCarthy. The kind of consistency they might do now, though, with Martial and then Rashford and quieter down. And you would have expected a more clinical. Marcus Rashford trying to feed it through to Timothy. Greenwood. Challenge in there by McCarthy. There's Ayew. Wan-Bissaka with a good tackle. Their form had really dropped off.
Oh, my word, they did need it. They were dropping like a stone, weren't they, Leicester? But it's a really good win. Really.
Picks out MacArthur, tried to play it through. He might well have been better served having to go himself. It's a difficult ball that he was trying to play in there.
I don't think
Harry Maguire. Townsend with the chase. He was looking for Bruno Fernandes. Sakho's clearance didn't get very far, and then Milivojevic Dan defended it. Patrick Van Aanholt gives it away. Bruno Fernandes on his left foot. Couldn't curl it round enough. Never really struck suit for United. Sloop's still on the move. Drags his left foot shot wide. Woodabit's coming in the middle. It's pulled back towards Bruno Fernandes, who hits the post. Really nice. They've got a midweek game to squeeze in next week as well. And that just needed to be a... Bruno Fernandes was challenged. Fernandes to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Joel Ward. Cryßtal Palace still looking for an equaliser. Rashford to Martial, who's in and scores! Well, he showed real strength to hold off the defender. And then another clinical finish from Manchester United striker. 22 for him now. And it's a second goal and a bit of breathing space at last for Manchester United. And a problem here for Patrick Van Aanholt, who seems...
Well, it's a wonderful goal.
Patrick Van Aanholt. There's on the championship for Real Madrid in Spain, who will... Lingard pulls back the cross. Now between those two. Once they've sent Matic on into the middle of the park, he's just been the situation is as well. There he is again, looking to shoot from a... Will turn and chase this, and he's in for Cryßtal Palace. Wilfried Zaha
to win, did win. 2 games to go, still in our own hands. Hard work this. Marcus Rashford scoring one, making one for Martial. 22 goals apiece. They have really hard work, but United getting the job done. Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 2.